Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing something different than what I normally do. I do have the HTC One M8 with me, and we're going to be talking about is this phone still worth it. And what I mean by that is we're going to be seeing if this phone is still worth buying in 2016. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get started. Okay, so I'm only going to give you guys a few specs for this phone because I don't want this video to turn into a review video. But this phone comes with 2GB of RAM, clocked at 2.3 GHz, and a Snapdragon 801 chip, and also a 5-inch 1080p display with a 2600 mAh battery. So the question is it still worth it? Well, let's talk about productivity. As I did mention, this phone comes with 2GB of RAM, which might sound like a little compared to other flagships out there with 4GB of RAM. But after using this phone for quite some time, I've been able to do everything from playing games to surfing the web without a problem. And I do get a few hiccups there and here when I have too many applications open, but that doesn't happen too often, so I don't think it should be a big problem. And for those of you that like to take pictures, this phone comes with a 4-megapixel dual camera, which is a bummer. So of course you won't be able to get some really good pictures taken by this phone compared to other phones like the Note 5 or the new Galaxy S7. But I was still surprised by how good enough the dual camera was on this phone. It really doesn't look like a 4-megapixel camera, especially when I took pictures outside, which in my opinion looked really good. But the dual camera does come with extra cool features that will help you take better pictures. And also the same thing with recording video. It's not the worst camera out there, but it's also not the best. Okay, so we have already talked about the productivity and the camera on this phone, which are still kind of good. So let's go ahead and talk about the design. This phone has a unibody metal design, which means that it doesn't have a removable back. So you won't be able to swap out a new battery if your phone dies. And also the battery life isn't that great on this phone, so be expecting a few hours a day. And the only slots this phone has is the SIM card slot, which is on the right of the phone. And on the left side it has the SD card slot, which can fit up to 128 gigabytes of storage. So you should be good in terms of storage. And also this phone has 2 stereo speakers on the front, which sound amazing, especially when listening to music. And I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a quick sample just to give you an idea of how it sounds. So yeah, there it is. And for those of you that like to listen to music or just watch videos in general, then the audio on this phone is really good. So this phone brand new costs around 200 bucks, but I've seen it as low as $130 depending on where you get it. So that's gonna lead me to my answer. And in my opinion, this phone is worth it. And I think it's worth it because, I mean, for just around 130 bucks, you really can't go wrong with buying this phone. And it does come with 2GB of RAM and a 4-megapixel camera, but I mean everything still works great on this phone. So yeah, that's why I think in my opinion it is worth it. But I want you guys to go ahead and drop a comment down below and tell me what you guys think, if it's worth it or not. And also if you guys have any other questions, also go ahead and drop them down below and I'll answer them as soon as I see them. But that's gonna wrap up the video for today. And if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and drop a like down below and also subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.